I started at the University of North Carolina my freshman year and transferred to Delbert College. I was a member of Delta Tau Delta fraternity and participated in a lot of the intramural sports. We were quite successful against Beta Theta Pi. My senior year, I was co-editor of the yearbook, the Lux. Well, my time there was 1964 to 1970, and it was a very difficult time for a lot of us to figure out what we should think and how we should approach adult life. I was not a big fan of the Vietnam War. I joined ROTC to extend my time in school. The normal protocol would be that we would take a class or two in military science, and then we would march on one afternoon a week. I was selected as a point man. I went to the commander and said, "We don't really want to march. We don't like that very much. Can we do something else?" And he said, "Well, what do you have in mind?" And we said, "Well, we'll rebuild houses down in the poor area of Cleveland. We'll get supplies from some of the local churches. We'll get some donations, get supplies, and we'll provide the labor to fix those houses if we can get out of marching." And he agreed. And we did that instead of marching the entire time I was in ROTC. To me, it was a great example of how people that you don't think are going to be flexible in a program can be flexible and achieve good for a number of parties involved. I've really been blessed with a great career. It seemed like one after the other opportunity came to me, and I was able to take advantage of it. If I look back, I would have to say in terms of education, I have not used my statistical thermodynamics or polymer physics course material once in my career, which is really fortunate because I was not very good at those things at all. What I did learn is how to climb walls that seemed to be impassable, to get through course material that seemed impossibly difficult for me. With some help from professors and friends, they helped get me over that wall. Learn the lesson that if you try hard enough, if you're willing to use other people to help you, you can accomplish most anything you might set your mind to. And so that determination and that confidence that I could do more than I thought I could do came from my experiences at school. And I think that was the most important part of my education. Midpoint of my career, I took the time one Christmas to write down an objectives list for the rest of my career. And I had 10 objectives, and one of which was to become CEO of one of the best specialty chemical companies in the world. I finally did achieve that objective in 1999, and I served as CEO and chairman of a really, really good specialty chemical company for 7 years. And that was the highlight of my professional career and something I was very, very proud of. I know Case Western Reserve was the springboard for that and the things I learned there. When Barbara Snyder came in, the university came to life. There was a new vigor to the school and a new positive direction forward. So I re-engaged with the school going on 10 years ago and been active with helping Cyrus Taylor and the Arts and Sciences group especially. My wife and I began mentoring at the Teen Center in Oxnard for the Boys and Girls Club several years ago. Yet we were not happy that we had really engaged the teens as well as we would like to. So the thought was maybe if we had a specific project that they could work on, we could organize them better and capture their imaginations and engage them a little bit more completely. I had actually written a script about a subject that I was fairly passionate about. The concept was there's much more to being a man than being male, and talks about male responsibility and helping to improve the lot of your family. I spoke to the kids about this. It resonated with them. They had seen this issue in their lives. And we selected 5 to work on this film project. We worked 2 nights a week for about a year. I facilitated the kids writing this script. They had to learn to work together. They had to learn to create. They had to learn to be patient. They didn't know how long it would take to write even just 1 page of dialogue. The Teen Center staff member suggested, and I agreed, we should produce this. And so we found a professional director to help us produce it. The kids worked right along with them. We had tremendous support from the community. Everyone you can imagine helped us and contributed, and we made the film, had the premiere, and it was a great accomplishment. It was just announced that in 2017 we were awarded one of the very top honors that the Boys and Girls Club of the U.S., the national organization, could award for any project or group activity. And so our film project now will be available to be seen by all 4,000 boys and girls clubs across the country. And of course, the kids are ecstatic about this, and as am I. It was transformational for me in many ways. This was something I had never thought about doing before, never done anything, but it was one of the best things I've ever done. To have something like this be as meaningful as it has been at age 70 was a tremendous thing to have happen in my life.